Okay, seems like there's nothing for me to do this morning. I guess they don't need me at the police department, not that I mind. Seems like I got some messages. What's up? Yes, Lorem, do you want to meet up? I know you're busy, but the summer festival is coming up soon. I'm not saying we should go, but we certainly could if you wanted to. In any case, call me back when you hear this. Cool. Let's hang out with Lorem. Hey, what's going on? So this is where I live. Yeah, I thought he visited like on day 1. Okay, fair enough. You already got a glimpse when he delivered Rez's letter, remember? Yeah, but back then I didn't really notice anything. I was just nervous. Okay, why were you nervous? Well, there was the fact I was going to speak to a human. Plus, I didn't know if you'd actually listen to what I had to say. And then I also wondered if I was going to remember everything I wanted to tell you. Or worse, I'd get thrown out again, like when I talked to Reza. You actually talked to that guy? Well, not really. He just took the letter I had for him and closed the door. But that was before you arrived. Do you know who sent the letter? It came through the portal, so I assume it was from a human. Okay, fine. By the way, did you hear about Ibsen? Apparently, he's become a witness for a murder case. I didn't know this. Oh yeah, I did know about that actually. Yeah, I didn't know the witness was Ibsen though, small world. How could you know about something like that? I've been helping your police for some time now. Okay, does that mean this has something to do with Reza's disappearance? There's really no use denying it by this point. Yes. How long have you been helping the police anyway? Pretty much since day 1. Yeah, pretty much. Wow, I guess that explains why you've been so busy. I imagine you can't talk about it though. I don't really care anymore. Besides, I think it's become common knowledge by this point. You're trying to find Reza, right? Wasn't he your friend? I'm not sure I'd call him that. Still, he was supposed to be your partner in this, and now he's just gone. I'm more worried about what he's doing now. Even if we find him, this may put our diplomatic relationship in peril. I guess I shouldn't talk about stuff like that though. Why? It's no use worrying about things I can't change. Right, just focus on the things you can. That's my philosophy. You know, it's a bit of a shame you didn't want to go to the festival. I already had my fair share of adventure the last time we met. Besides, I should probably lay low for now. Yeah, you're right about that. The crowds would go crazy if they saw you. We could still watch the big fireworks show together though. We wouldn't even need to go to the festival grounds to do that. Sure, if you like. It only takes place at the end of the festival though. Okay, so when's that? A few days from now. You've been here a few minutes, and already you want to schedule our next get-together. A get-together, that's an odd way of phrasing it. Would you prefer I call it a date? Yeah, I don't know about that. It just seems a bit odd to me, considering this all started with me begging you to meet me so I could draw pictures of you. Yeah, we did that, and then we did the treasure hunting thing, which was your way of saying thanks. What would you call what we're doing here now then? Dinner. I invited you for dinner. I'm not seeing anything to eat though. Right, that's because I wasn't sure about what's in the kitchen. I also don't know what you like, so let's just order something. Okay, there are a few places nearby. Did you have anything in mind? I'm not really in the mood to try anything new. Okay, how about pizza? Sounds good. All about that pizza. Okay, let's just call Pantoli's. I thought they went out of business. They already let us down with the treasure hunt. Why do you think this will be any different? They're the closest, and I haven't ordered from them in ages. Okay, maybe for good reason. If they can't even get their treasure hunt right, I don't want to know what they do with their pizzas. It's just a pizza, man. How bad can it be? Okay, if you want to vouch for Pantoli's, let's go ahead. Okay, I think I've got one of their menus here. Okay, even their smallest pizza is going to be pretty big for me. We'll split one. Okay, what toppings do you want? Salad. Wow. I'll take that as well. Let's have that pizza. Why not? Let me see what else they have. Okay, well, what do I want on my half? Pepperoni, grapes, or salad? Pepperoni. Got it. I'll place the order. Let's get that pizza. That was quick. Lorem got up and walked to the door. From my place on the couch, I couldn't see anything, but I heard a bit of talking before he returned to me carrying a square box. Okay, the flyer who just delivered this, I actually know who that is. I guess it's not unusual for you to know each other. Your jobs are pretty similar. I suppose some things never change in this town. Lorem opened the box and showed me the pizza we'd ordered. Memories of days gone by race through my head. Okay, let's get this party started. Okay, don't need more people for a party. With pizza, anything's a party. That's a good philosophy as well. I feel like I haven't had a pizza like this in ages. What are you waiting for then? I took one of the slices. On its surface, there was an obvious layer of grease that was sure to stain anything it came in contact with. Yeah, you get that orange grease, don't you? Lovely. What do you think? It's been way too long, man. I guess you don't mind that we got pantolis now, yeah? With these words, he grabbed one of the slices on his half and bit into it. After chewing a few times, his expression suddenly twisted into a scowl. What's wrong? Now I remember why I haven't ordered from them in a while. Their pizza sucks. It's not that bad. Maybe you just haven't had a good pizza to compare it to. Yeah, it's better than nothing though. I guess. Okay, by the way, how's your game coming along? I don't know. I've hit a wall. Okay, why is that? Maybe I got in over my head, you know. The more progress I make, the more it becomes apparent that I'll need a lot more help than I thought. So far, you're the only one working on it, right? Yeah, but I'm starting to realise that it won't work out if I continue like this. Okay, why not? It would never be done, or if it was, it would be very different from how I'd like it to be, so something needs to change. I suppose I'm just worried, because once you start involving other people, things get a lot more complicated. How so? I've always been the odd one out. I'm not sure how well I could work with a team. You have to find people, work out how to pay them, and how to divide the work. I guess I'm just starting to realise what kind of investment this would actually be. You sound a lot more optimistic the last time we talked about this. Yeah, it's all fun and games when you're just thinking about ideas that could turn into a game, but once you actually start working on it, it's a completely different story. At some point, it just becomes another job. Isn't that what you expected? Of course it is. I know it'll be a lot of work, but I guess I'm just not sure if it's all worth it. It depends on why you're making it in the first place. Last time you said that you had nothing to lose either way. Well, maybe I was wrong about that. I do have something to lose. Okay, what's that? Myself. What? I'm not sure if I'm ready to do what's necessary to finish what I start. If you think about it, what's the worst that could happen? Investing a lot of time and money, only to end up with nothing in the end. I could end up disappointing those who play the game, those who collaborated with me, and lastly, myself. And that's what you're worried about? That's what being a creator is like. If you put tons of work and effort into something, you want people to like it, right? And if that's not going to happen, why do it in the first place? But you're not doing this for other people, are you? It's your game and your idea. Right, but you're not trying to cater to someone else, so what other people think is not important. Besides, what they think is outside of your control anyway. Just look at what happened with Pantolis. Why do you think their pizza sucks? They probably cut a lot of corners during production with their ingredients. They value quantity over quality and are trying to get as many pizzas out as possible to satisfy demand. They are cheap and the pizza tastes like it. Okay, but they're still in business, so this must be working out for them somehow. Even if you don't like it, they're offering something that other people clearly want. They probably don't give a damn about whether you like their pizza. I'm sure they don't. They just give people what they want, and that's why they stay in business. Are you saying that I won't be successful if I don't cater to others? No, I'm saying that unless being successful is the goal, you don't need to cater to anyone else. Because if you did, you'd end up like Pantolis, and you really would lose yourself. Guess you got a point. So what if other people like their greasy pizzas? That's not what you want to do. Certainly not. You said yourself that your philosophy is to focus on the things you can change, so what are your options here? A wise person once said, do or do not, there is no try it. Not doing this has never been an option for me. Then make the most of it, nothing else matters. I think you're right, I should just focus on getting things done as best I can. Who knows, maybe you're wrong about Pantolis, maybe they're actually a big family restaurant with a rich tradition and history, and that's why people like them. No, I think it's because they got cheap pizzas. Anyway, there's a good reason for my anxiety. I usually keep to myself, and that's always how I've worked best. If there's one thing that life has taught me, it's that people fear what they don't know. I guess it's an odd thing to say when humans are worshipped by many. Most of them don't actually know any humans, not like I know you. Maybe I should rephrase that. People are afraid of what they don't understand. I was bullied a lot when I was a kid. You know, it can be pretty tough when you're growing up and all the other kids are always bigger than you are. Lucky that was never a big problem for me. Even in kindergarten, we were told not to make fun of our differences because of how different our species are. It's just odd that for a society that celebrates our differences, there are still things that are too different even for them. When I grew up and went to college, I thought that people would know better than to continue doing those horrible things. I was ultimately proven wrong. Their bodies may have been those of adults, but their hearts had stayed the same place as they were a decade before. Working on my own has helped, but that is treating the symptom, but not the cause of the problem. I can't always just run away, and I have to step into the limelight and brave the storm again if I want to finish this game. There's something about me that you don't know. In a way, I owe it to you to tell you, because you're going to find out sooner or later anyway, and when it happens, it should be on my terms rather than someone else's. Okay, what's that? I'm a hermaphrodite. Okay. I was born with both sets of sex organs, and before you ask, that's not something that is all that common in any of our dragon species. In the eyes of some, that makes me a freak of nature, something that needs fixing, or something that shouldn't exist in the first place. Get out, what the fuck? I don't mind. You don't? Sure, some people may think it's odd, but I don't really care. It's just another part of who you are. Thank you. That's such a big relief. You know, it's not always the bullies who go after me once they know. Too often, it's also been people who I thought were my friends. So whenever I meet another person, I have to prepare myself for this conversation, not knowing whether they'll suddenly turn against me when they find out. And the reactions can be very different. Some get angry or make fun of me. Others feel betrayed and don't want to have anything to do with me anymore. By now, I think I've seen it all. I'm so glad that you're not like them, but it's always a gamble. Maybe the next person I tell is going to become violent. How can I put myself out there when this could happen wherever I go? You know what I mean? What will people do when they find out about me in my game? I just don't know. That's what I'm worried about. I only wish there was a place where I could be safe from all that, where it just wouldn't matter that this is who I am. If someone like you, someone with a place of authority, said something, maybe things could change. I know you can't interfere with our politics though, you're an ambassador. Doesn't mean I don't have hope that something like this will happen one day. I should probably go now, it's getting late. You've made me feel a lot better though. You told me not to worry about the future, and maybe you're right. Sure, there's still a lot of work ahead, but maybe it's not as hopeless as I thought. It never is. Okay, hey, do you still want to see the fireworks together? Sweet, fireworks. Okay, give me a call in a few days, we can discuss the details. I'll do that. See you then. Okay, so that's Lorem's story.